Yo, what up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317. And I'm back with another one. We got some goddamn call out. Well, I don't want to call it a call out, but Errol Spence Jr. has come out and he said he would love to fight Canelo at 160 at Cowboy Stadium. Should this fight happen? Should Errol Spence move up to 160 and face Canelo Alvarez? And what does this mean for Terrence Crawford? We'll break it down. We'll get into it and we'll chop it up, man. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I get down. And y'all know what I'm about. With that being said, yo, Mike, drop that beat on.
Sometimes you got to give people their flowers while they can still smell it. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on Sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up, y'all? Boxing Talk with Mike on Sports. I am back with another one. What's going on? Errol Spence Jr. sat down with Boxing Scene, and honestly, man, he said shit. That's a fight that he's looking toward, that he's looking forwards. You know what I'm saying? So I said forward to. And I think it's a good fight for him if he's able to get acclimated to 160. He has to get acclimated to 160. Real quick roll call. What up, Darren Lincoln? What up, Scott Ranch? Rabisky, my guy, what's good? Casual Bass, what's good? Who else we got in the chat? I think that's it. Loki, what's good? Big ups to everybody out in the chat, man. Support Mike on Sports, man. Big ups to y'all guys. But let's go out to the story, man. It's gonna be a little quick show. Now, look, I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, doing a nighttime show too. So I might start doing a show every day around 8:30, you know what I'm saying, too. Just to, you know what I'm saying, try to cover the sport more in depth. What up, the fans corner? Smart money in this bitch. What's good, Smarty? What's good, Big Duck? Austin GT, what's good? Mark Nash, what's up? I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man, because I want to know what y'all opinion about this shit. What does this mean for Terrence Crawford? What does this mean for Jamal Charlo? Should Earl go up to 160 and face Canelo Alvarez? PK Jackson Fly was good. But we're going to go out to the story, man, where y'all gather y'all thoughts. And it's by Manuk Akapayan. Errol Spence Jr. is planning some lofty goals for himself as he embarks on piecing his career back together. I don't think you can say piecing his career back together. I think his career was never in question. I think his life was more so in question once he got the A-OK from the doctor the day he was gonna be okay and no broken bones. I mean, I think his career was fine, but he's been out of the ring for a long period of time. So I guess I can see what he's saying. The WBC and IBF welterweight champion Spence Jr. is next scheduled to step in the ring against Danny Garcia on December 5th on Fox pay-per-view. After that is a pick-em between a pack of future Hall of Fame fighters. The 30-year-old Spence recently expressed that Manny Pacquiao remains at the top of his mind as a possible opponent should he come away victorious against Garcia. A Pacquiao fight would have taken place at 147, but eventually might not be worth the wait because in addition to wanting to fight the Filipino senator, Jr. also wants a shot at current pound for pound king and Canelo Alvarez. Now I got a problem with that. I don't think Canelo is a pound for pound king. Terry Smoot, what's going on? Brandon Maurice, what's going on? But yeah, I can't sit here and call Canelo pound for pound king. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, to me, he ain't pound for pound king, but in some people's eyes, maybe he is. But I got right now Terrence Crawford as the best fighter in the world. But I digress. He says, with Canelo, yeah, I'm definitely entertaining that. That can happen. That's a huge fight, Spence told The Sun. That would be a huge for the Cowboy Stadium when we're back to 100% capacity. That's another mega fight that I could have. I could have a lot of mega fights. It takes quite a few pounds to get me down to 147. I wouldn't have any problems fighting at 160. But at the end of the day, it's down to the guys in the suits. Spence Jr. had previously expressed that he's not long for the welterweight division, but skipping super welterweight altogether for a shot at Alvarez is a fresh sentiment shared by the Texans. Alvarez still holds the WBA middleweight title, but appears he has aspirations of solidifying his status as a four-division champion by continuing his career at 168. Alvarez was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders in a super middleweight unification earlier this year, but the fight was scrapped due to the global pandemic. Alvarez's last fight was at light heavyweight, a KO win against Sergey Kovalev. Now, man, let me see why I want to start with this right here. First off, I feel like there's a lot of things in the welterweight division that can be taking place before Errol Spence moves up to 154 or 160. I think a fight with Keith Thurman is a fight that should be taking place. I think Keith Thurman, and honestly, I really don't think that he's gonna get that Pacquiao fight. I don't think Pacquiao wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. And from the looks of it, I would want to see Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford before he gets out of the division. Now, let me ask you a question right now. If you're Errol Spence Jr., do you fight Terrence Crawford first, or do you fight Canelo? Put a T for Terrence and a C for Canelo. If you're gonna fight, do you fight Terrence Crawford first, or do you fight Canelo? Which fight should take place first? The fans, all right, we got two for Bud. Bud, okay. Crawford. All right. So I see a lot of people saying Terrence Crawford, but I would like that fight too. But it just seems like, man, they're really trying to stall Crawford out. I think Earl might want to get Crawford at 154. You know what I'm saying? Where he has a little bit more of a size advantage on Terrence Crawford. And what's good, Shallow? What's good, Jack is the truth? What's good, Adam? What's good, everybody out in the chat, man, supporting Mike on Sports. Y'all smash that thumbs up button. Tell a friend about Mike on Sports. And if you want to, you guys can send out a super chat or something like that. If not, just smash that thumbs up button and tell a friend about Mike on Sports. Errol Spence says, I'm just staying focused, staying hungry, and staying in the gym and dedicated. I went back to the drawing board and focused on the things that got me where I am now. Training camp has been going great. There has been no injuries as far as post-car accident or anything like that. With the fight against Garcia, it's kept me focused. Now I'm gonna ask y'all another question. I know it was a question posed. What up, Vernon? It was a question posed to Errol Spence about Canelo. But by saying that Canelo and him could be a big fight at Cowboy Stadium when you already got a fight with Danny Garcia at Canelo State. I mean, at Cowboy Stadium. Is Errol Spence falling into the trap of overlooking Danny Garcia? Yes or no? Do y'all think he's overlooking Danny Garcia? I don't think he is necessarily because I think it was a question asked to him, so I don't think he's overlooking Danny Garcia. But if he's not focused on Danny, if he and I know I've been very very critical of Danny. I don't think Danny really gonna give Earl. No, I mean I think he's gonna be solid, but I think Earl's gonna no sense outdo Danny. But is Earl overlooking Danny and could he fall into a trap? I mean, it's all kind of things that can go on in this fight. We don't know. We don't know how Earl is going to look when he's back in the ring. We ain't seen him back in the ring for almost a year and a half now. You know what I'm saying? No. Oh well, it's going to be a year in about 3 or 4 months when they finally get in the ring because they fought in August or September of last year. So it's going to be about 15 months outside of the ring, you know what I'm saying? And that's a long layoff. And coming off an injury, we really don't know. We really don't know how Earl is going to look. And I want to know, what does this mean for Terrence Crawford? What does this mean for Terrence Crawford? Well, what, in y'all honest opinion, do we ever get Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence in the ring together? Do we ever see that fight that we all been yearning for? The fight that we all been waiting on, a fight that we all want. Do we get Terrence Crawford against Errol Spence in that ring? I want to know how y'all really feel. I want to know how y'all really feel. Because I mean, I got my reservations, but I'm trying to be optimistic about it. I want to be optimistic about it. But I do have my reservations, you know what I'm saying? I do have my doubts. Cause I mean, and I don't wanna shit on Danny. But do we really need the fucking Danny Garcia fight? Maybe it's a good comeback fight for him. Who knows? He says, yep, in about 3 years. I don't see it happening, to be honest. Johnny says, nah, not to next year. Darren looking with a hot take. He says no, because Crawford is going to lose to Kell Brook. Ooh, Derek with a hot take. Derek see the future right now. Okay. No, Spence been ducking and nobody ever tells the truth about it. Oh, wow. Spence been ducking? He been ducking? Jacket the Truth says he gonna look like Thurman did versus Josito Lopez. I don't know about all that, Jack. I don't know how about that. Craig says I got Danny winning. You got Danny Garcia beating Errol Spence? He says, I hope Spence really wants the Canelo payday. I mean, I think he won it. He says Spence will get fucked up fighting Canelo. I don't know, man. Canelo started at 147 too. Like that's what we're not getting. Like Canelo's not. He's not a huge 168. He's not a huge 160. Like shit, Errol Spence started at 147, and dare I say, Errol Spence is bigger than Canelo was when he was at 147. I'm saying Canelo is not a very big, you know what I'm saying, guy. Like I don't know if Errol would get demolished by Canelo. I don't think Spence and Danny fans corner is a 50-50 fight. I really don't think Danny has anything for Spence, man. And I know y'all gonna get mad at me by me saying this, but I really don't see Danny being overly competitive with Errol Spence Jr. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying Errol Spence should overlook Danny. I'm not saying Errol Spence should take Danny lightly. I'm not saying any of that. I just don't think that when it comes to the level, and we all know level spelled backwards is level. It's levels to this boxing shit. It's levels to this shit, man. It's levels to this ring IQ. It's levels to your foot movement. And what I see from Danny Garcia is I see a guy who necessarily can't fight going backwards. not good at fighting going backwards, and he got slow feet. His feet are planted in like cement. That's where he gets a lot of his power from. You know what I'm saying? His feet aren't that active and they don't move a lot. And honestly, man, I think Earl is going really, you know what I'm saying, put a lot of and honestly, I'm not gonna be overly, you know what I'm saying, hyped or overly surprised about it because I'm gonna expect what I see come December 5th. I expect Earl Spence to go out there and be dominant against Danny Garcia. You guys can call me crazy, call me a lunatic, call me whatever you want to, but I don't think Danny Garcia, when it comes down to it, has anything that Errol Spence is going to have to worry about or is going to have to. I don't want to say worry about because in boxing there are things to worry about, but as long as Errol is on his A game and there's no lingering effects from that car crash, if it's the Errol Spence of old or even the Errol Spence of new focus and new life. I think he goes out there and does a number on Danny Garcia. I don't know about there. Been a lot of upsets. I don't know. Been a lot of what's up? What's up, Mr. Mufongo? I agree, Mr. Mufongo. We won't know. We truly won't know how that car crash affect Earl until the fight happens. That's why I'm saying if there's no lingering effects from the car crash, I don't think that Earl is going to be overly in trouble when it comes to Danny Garcia. But yeah, man. Let me see what else we got. Let me see. But Cowboy Stadium. If Errol Spence is able to fight, let me see what Cowboy Stadium capacity is for a football game. Let me see. AT AT T. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what the capacity is for this motherfucker. So it holds 80,000, but can it be expanded to more than 100,000 when standing room only are included? So standing room seating is not expected to be available. So how many people do y'all think Earl Spence Jr. and Canelo can get into a Cowboy Stadium? Let's just say they expanded to the whole 100,000. You know what I'm saying? We got the ring is small. If they do how they did last time, they had 40,000 people in the arena. But you got to think Canelo and Errol Spence. That's a mega fight. That's bigger than Canelo and Liam Smith, and that was able to do like 40,000. Uh, I'm well 50,000, and Earl and Danny did like 40,000. So how many people? Whoa, Kell Brook is a plus 800. Kell Brook is a plus 800. Boy, they don't know boxing, nigga. I wonder what's the over under for the rounds. I'm gonna put some over under for the rounds then, nigga. If Kell Brook is a plus 800, god damn, that's shit. Yeah, you gotta put money on Brook with them odds. Shit, you will be a fool not to. You'll be a fool not to put the fucking $10 or $20 on Kell Brook with them odds. Plus 800, nigga. That's 160 off 20. That's 800 off 100 if you from the UK and you from Sheffield. Damn, they got boy up. That is disrespectful, Johnny. I would agree. That is disrespectful. But how many people will be in AT&T Stadium for that Errol Spence and Canelo fight? Now I'm gonna start the number. At 60,000. Do y'all think that Errol Spence? I often say Curry. I'll put Canelo and Earl together. Do y'all think Errol Spence and Canelo can get over 60,000 in the arena? I need somebody to come on, man. Talk and goddamn me chop it up with your boy. Somebody hop on the goddamn me stream y'all right quick and chop it up with your boy. Do y'all think Earl spent 75,000 easy? Damn. Y'all talking about Joshua numbers now. Y'all talking about Joshua numbers now. Over 60,000. Woo-wee. Yeah, hey man. Hey, bro, Michael Jordan didn't have that many people to come to the Atlanta Stadium for his basketball game. So y'all saying that Canelo and Earl can do more than Michael Jordan in his last little tour in '98? That's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of people, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. And if what should Terrence Crawford do? What is the route that Terrence Crawford should take? Because I mean, if Earl is talking about fighting all these other guys and doing all these other things, what route should Terrence Crawford take? Because I don't want to put doubt over this fight, but man, the longer we go, and I'm not seeing no traction from either side. I'm not seeing PBC really saying they wanted to fight. I'm seeing Top Rank every now and again say that hey, we want the Crawford and Spence fight, but right now the pandemic has a lot of them kind of waiting and seeing on what's going to happen next year. And next year, man, and honestly, man, in my opinion, 2021 is going to be a very big year for boxing. It's going to be a very big year for boxing. It's going to be a lot of fights that have to be made next year. I don't think the fans have the patience to wait any longer for these big fights. I think with Joshua and Fury happen next year, I think goddamn me, Earl and Crawford needs to happen next year. I think 2021 should be the year of big fights. I think we need to start pushing Gervonta Davis. Go fight Lomachenko. Go do what goddamn me. Go do what motherfucking Teofimo Lopez did. Why you fighting Gervonta Davis? I mean, I'm a Lakers fan too, but nigga, when I was in Houston at the airport, I seen his hat. I said, "This a fly ass little Houston Rockets hat." So I had to grab it. And you know Russell Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Westbrook fan. I'm a Westbrook guy, man. So Westbrook, you know what I'm saying, got the hat. I got the hat. You feel me? So with Bud, man, I really don't see any traction for the Spence and Crawford fight to happen, man. I'm looking, but it just seems like it's getting farther and farther away. Unless Danny Garcia upsets the apple cart. And if Danny upsets Earl, then we probably won't never see Crawford fight Earl. And I just think, man, the time is now for that fight. I think both guys are big enough stars to where you can make the Crawford and Earl fight. And if Earl win or lose, he still can go up to 160 and challenge Canelo for the WBA belt. Like there is no shortage of what Earl can do. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a lot of different avenues he can go down. I don't think he goes down to 154 because 154 one of his stablemates are at 154. And with that being said, man, Jamil is there. I really don't see him facing Jamil at 154. But we got my guy Smart Money coming on. What's going on, Smart Money?
What up, Mike? What up, Big Mike?
I can't call him, man. How you feel about this a Canelo and Earl fight? Should it happen?
Yeah, it's a good fight, man. I'd like to see it.
So you saying the fight should happen? Like, would you do you think Earl should fight Bud first, or should he go to Canelo first?
Well, obviously, fight Bud first, but we know that's not going to happen.
But what if he loses to Bud? Is the Canelo fight still on the table?
Nope.
Why not?
because like the belief of him beating Canelo goes when he gets beaten by Bud. You know how boxing fans are, man. It's all about the casual.
But I mean, that's like saying Floyd beat Canelo.
Yeah.
Do we really think Floyd can go up to 175 and beat Kovalev?
No, he can't.
Okay, then. So what's the difference between Earl losing to Terrence Crawford but going up to 160 and beating Canelo? Earl
I'm
is a
not
big guy. He may feel stronger at 160.
I'm not talking for me and you. I'm talking for the casual fans that don't know nothing about boxing. Yeah.
So you
Like,
saying with a loss, the luster, the excitement, the fanfare comes off the fight.
yeah. Like we want Errol Spence to dominate 147, then go and fight Canelo. Then everyone's gonna believe that Errol can win.
Do you think hopping over 154 is a mistake? Should he try to? I mean, see, like my whole thing is this right here. You don't go like Andre Ward showed y'all how to do it, man. Andre Ward took 2 fights with Barrera and Brand before he fought Kovalev. He got himself acclimated to 175. Like, I feel like Earl should not go right into a Canelo fight because Canelo is a very good ass fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to take nothing away from him. So he should at least get one fight in at 160. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that he can get his body right with. You feel me?
But we do know the difference in that, though, Mike. We do know the difference. The difference is that Canelo is a big sell, and he's not going to give Errol Spence a fair deal. Kovalev didn't have a choice.
That is true. Kovalev took the money. He didn't take the I mean, he capitulated to what Canelo wanted with the rehydration clause in his contract. I know it's not confirmed, but I got my suspicions.
Yeah, we know that happened, Mike.
Go ahead. Say it again.
We know that happened, Mike, man. You know, like Kovalev needed the money, so he took whatever was given to him.
Man, Kovalev got so many lawsuits going against him, nigga. It's crazy. But got my guy Mark Nash on, man. What's going on, Mark, man? Should Errol Spence really go up to 160 and fight goddamn Canelo?
Check.
Turn me down a little bit because I can hear myself.
Hold on 1 second.
No problem, man. But yeah, man, I'm not saying that he shouldn't. I just feel like he should at least have some kind of
Mike, come back to me. Let me fix this.
All right. What up on what chat, big dog? Simon in Seattle. I ain't never met Simon in Seattle, man. What's going on, Simon?
What's going on, boss? Big time fan, man.
Turn your volume up a little bit, Simon. I can't hear you.
I said, what's up, everybody? What's up, Mike?
What's up, a little bit more.
Big fan.
Crank it up.
How about now? Check.
Yeah, man, you good. Now we got a full panel, man. Let me start with Simon, then we're gonna go to Austin GT and Mark Nash. Give me y'all thoughts about this Canelo and Errol Spence fight. Should it happen? And if it should happen, should Earl fight Canelo first or fight Bud Crawford first? Starting with Simon.
I mean, seeing how PBC's been rolling out, I think if the lane is for Canelo, that ixnays the Bud fight. If we're going the Canelo route, we get to hit off the Thurman fight, maybe the Manny fight, maybe a Porter rematch, and then it's a move-up time. You might see some, the 154 food for him, whether it be, going up and taking off a Hurd or, these guys who still got a name but coming off a loss, and then build into 160 after that. If it's Canelo route for real, I don't think we getting Bud or any of that going down.
Yeah, I don't know if he stops at 154, seeing that his homeboy got all the belts. I really don't know if he's like, man, should I stop at 154 and really, try to win something? Because I know I'm probably not going to fight Jamel because it's going to put Derrick James in a precarious situation. So I don't know if he stops at 154. He should, in my opinion. But if he doesn't, I at least want him to have one fight at 160, man. Going over to my guy, Austin GT, man. How you feel about this shit? Austin, man, you're on mute, dog. You muted.
Am I good now?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, I was saying, what's good, Mike? I was saying, thanks for having me, bro. What's good to everybody in the chat and everybody in the panel. What was the question again?
Should Errol Spence in this Canelo fight happen? And if it does happen, should Errol consider fighting Crawford first or going right to Canelo?
No, I don't think it should happen first, man. Not Earl. I'm an Errol Spence fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he could beat Canelo. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? I think that's too much to ask for. I think he should stay in his division. I think he should unify with Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I feel like that with Canelo. I feel like, only way you really gonna beat Canelo is if you knock him out. He ain't gonna get a decision. He gonna move up. He gonna take hella damage and punishment. One of the biggest ways that Floyd was able to beat Canelo was skill. Earl, unfortunately, he ain't got that type of skill that Mayweather possessed. So I'd rather see Canelo and I'd rather see Charlo.
all right, Mark Nash, man, what you feel about this shit, man?
Yeah. What's popping, y'all? It's your man Mark Nash. You can hear me?
Man, you should, boy, you sound crystal clear, boy.
Boy, I'm on this new Almond mic. It costs a stack. It better be clear.
That shit sound great, my nigga, for real, for real.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. And I got this little Apollo interface. I be up here working on that music, man. Hey, look, man. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening. Mike, thank you for having me on. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Don't be stingy with the likes. Hit that subscribe. It's free, man. Come on now. All right, with that said, let's break it down. Y'all know my name. Y'all see the hat, so y'all know what I'm about. All right? Y'all see the hat. Y'all know what I'm about. This is a duck. This is a duck, man. This is a duck, Mike. And I'm disappointing you. You ain't even attacking it from that angle. Bro, why is he ducking? Terrence Crawford right there. The road to most people would say, hey man, I want to clean out my weight division. I want to blah, blah, blah. Nah. You just want the money fight? Bro, it's a money fight, but you probably gonna lose. You gonna skip a weight to go up to 160. Now, granted, he might have a chance to beat Canelo because Canelo's fighting at even heavier weight, so it's going to be a struggle for him to make 160. But do not contribute to Canelo.
Why does everybody say that, man?
Hold on, man. Let me get these bars off real quick, Mike. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let me. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Canelo is ducking Charlo. Okay, he's ducking him. He dropped the strap. It ain't no, man, Mike. He dropped the strap so he didn't have to fight the man. That's a duck. It don't get no cleaner than a duck than that. And if Errol Spence Jr., I can understand, hey, you might not be able to get that Manny Pacquiao fight. I can understand that. Manny Pacquiao don't want that neither. But my man, if you think you just gonna skip fighting Bud at 147 to go fight Canelo at 160 and we just gonna let that slide as a fan and say, hey man, he's daring to be great. No, man. That's what we call selling your O. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you think you can beat him because you walk around at 185, 190. But no, man, that is a duck, and it won't be tolerated on my platform. Watch when I go live, Mike. I'm gonna do it. Boy, I'm about to get him. Pause. About to get all in his bro. That is crazy. Like the road to undisputed goes through Terrence Crawford, and with that, I digress.
As long as Manny Pacquiao out there sitting on the belt, man, like what?
Pacquiao's going to have to defend or drop within a year.
No, he died. He WBA super. Keith Thurman was out 2 years. Then fighting out a soul.
He got that super, yeah.
He was out. He ain't fight a soul. You ain't gotta do nothing. If you don't want to fight, you ain't gotta fight. Card. Yeah. WBA is real bad at that shit, man. But Trey Miller, let me go on and bring Trey right quick, man. Then we're gonna go back to Simon because I think Simon got something he want to say. Trey, go ahead, man. Then we're gonna go to Simon. Trey going once. Man, you on me, Trey?
Shit, my bad. You hear me now?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Oh, okay. What's up? Now, I just wanted to piggyback what Martin Nash was saying. I just don't think Canelo can make the 160, man. You can't keep going back and forth up in weight and then dropping back down.
At 147. What are y'all talking about?
And you seen how he looked at 175, right?
What you mean? He looked like he was at his walk around weight. Real shit.
Man, I don't know if he
you telling me the man can't get in shape and lose 10 pounds at 160? Man,
hey, you think
like 5'8", my nigga. He not tall.
Man, what?
He ain't got a lot of fat on him neither. Yeah, Mike. He got a lot of muscle on him. That man probably got like a 4% body fat.
You think that's
he gonna have to lose muscle?
If you 5'8", 175, you're overweight.
Well, he's overweight, I guess. But I'm just telling you, his 160 days is numbered. That's you can say it's not. You
man.
can say it's not, man.
Bro,
Hey.
okay. If it's 160 days are numbered, then why he still got a belt at 160? Why he still toting it around? Why he ain't dropped it yet?
Bro, you don't drop the WBA Super. They let you keep it. Remember, you just said it. They let you keep it, man.
But I'm saying if you're still in the division, you can keep it. This nigga at 168, he's not even at 160, and he still got it.
Bro, they going to keep it until they make him drop it. Like that's what's going to happen. But
I'm not understanding like why do you think it's hard for Canelo to make 160? We seen Chris Eubank Jr. fight at 168. He said he was eating breakfast the day of the weigh-in, and he's bigger than Canelo in my opinion.
But Canelo is thicker than Chris Eubank Jr.
And here we go, Paul. Okay, all right. In Seattle, man. Whenever you want to come on, you come on, man, and speak your piece. You on mute, big dog. You on mute. If y'all not talking, I'll always mute you guys. You know what I'm saying? So there's no feedback.
I got you, Big G. On the Canelo topic, I agree with Mark, man. That seems like you selling your O. You know what I mean? Like that smells like hell.
Hold on. Nobody on this panel thinks Errol Spence can be Canelo. Besides Mike.
No.
Nope.
I think Canelo's going to A-side jerk it somehow on the back end. You know what I mean? It's going to be real rough, kind of one of those things. But all I'm saying, if you're the 147 and you're a unified champ and you're not talking about either, collecting all the belts or the division right next to you, I mean, if you're trying to talk two, that sounds like you out here for a check. You know what I mean? That's not real athletic ambition, directing your motives at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, maybe pandemic's hitting everybody and it's time to cash out time. I'm not putting that on Earl, but I'm just saying like the Canelo fight is if he's Manny, the Mayweather fight, you know what I mean? It is that's the Maidana Mayweather. I'm going off into the sunset tip, but getting on to the Canelo can't make 160, 168, 175. I mean, he has to, maybe skip, 6 pancakes instead of, 12 like he was eating to get to 175, bro. Like he could get to 154 really. I think, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest mental strength athletes we've seen in boxing in the last 20 years too. He could get down, to welterweight if it need be.
He can get down to that weight, but will he be healthy? Will he be stronger at that weight? Is the question. No. Because check this out. No. Hold on. Check this out. You usually don't go down when you get older. You go up. Like most people don't go down. Like if you're going down, it's gonna be a problem. You're gonna be weak.
I mean, depends on what you're doing, because most of the time, like NFL linemen, like when they retire, them niggas lose 200 pounds easy.
But you comparing the NFL lineman. No, give me somebody that went down.
I'm just giving you a scenario that's proves my point. That's all. I'm just proving my point.
I got a question though, Mike. Who was even asking for this fight?
I mean,
who was asking for that? The fight that we're asking for, you just gonna not talk about that? And I got a lot of respect for him, but I think people have so much admiration for Errol, Al Heyman, PBC, Floyd Mayweather that nobody wants to give him any grief about ducking. I got some feedback. What's that mean?
No, it's cool. I don't know if he's necessarily like ducking though. And like 2 years ago, we sat down with Oscar De La Hoya in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, when I was part of the Boxing Voice, and he mentioned, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence as being a potential big fight. Like this has been, you know what I'm saying, rumored and like talked about for a little minute now. But to say that the man is ducking, yeah, y'all know I'm a big Bud fan. Like I want to see Undisputed more than I want to see. I want to see Earl and Bud fight more than I want to see any fight in boxing. Period. But to say Earl is ducking, I can't say the man is ducking until we see what happens next year. Until everything get clears up, because we all know they ain't making fucking Earl and Crawford without no fans, without no stadium. They ain't making Canelo and Earl without no fans, without no stadium. I don't know how they gonna do Joshua and Fury. Hopefully by that time we got some kind of cure or a vaccine for, which I'm.
But I got fans now, Mike. Ain't Errol fighting with fans with Danny?
25% though, like that kind of fight, like the amount of money Canelo gonna command, or the amount of money that Crawford against Earl is gonna command. I don't think you can put it on without having 100% capacity in your audience.
Cowboy
Hey, Mike,
Stadium.
let me
Cowboy
ask you a
Stadium.
question, bro.
Cowboys hold like 80,000, but it can be expanded to like 100,000. Go ahead, Austin.
All right, now I'm a Spence fan and I'm a Bud fan, but what do you honestly, in your honest opinion, what do you see in Spence skill wise that you actually think that he can pull off an upset against Canelo? I honestly want to know because I'm a Spence fan. I ain't got no sides in Spence and Crawford, but I
And
just
not
want
even
to
the
know what
skill
you see
wise.
because I don't
That's what I'm
see it.
telling you guys. I think Earl is really killing himself to make 147. I think Earl, when he goes up in weight, he'll be stronger and he'll have better cardio at 160 because he won't have to be draining himself and do these 12-week camps and have to do fucking fat camps and all that kind of shit. Even though he looks good right now, he looks like he's in tip-top shape. I just think that at 160, he'll be a little bit more stronger and a little bit better filled out. And Errol's skills just speak for themselves. His body work is a motherfucker. Like we seen Gennady not want to go to Canelo's body, but I think if you do go to Canelo's body like Lara did in their fight, I think you can start to slow Canelo down a little bit. And if Canelo slows down, like Canelo ain't like when we seen Canelo in the first Triple G fight, he looked like he was kind of winded at the end of that fight. So if Earl's able to go to the body and keep that pressure and stay in Canelo's face, I think Earl got a damn good chance. It ain't like Canelo out here knocking motherfuckers out. It's crazy. I know Kovalev. I know he knocked out Kovalev, but Kovalev, the nigga look like skin and bones in the ring. Like he looked bad from the first round to the 12th round. He looked like shit. So with that being said, I don't think that you can put a clause on a guy moving up because Earl is going to be 165, 168. That's cool for him. If he comes in at 170, shit, that's like him sparring in the gym. So with that being said,
Mike,
it's going to be a problem.
Mike, the dude's walking around weight is not his fighting weight. It's not gonna just because he walks around it. That doesn't mean he's able to fight other guys who are used to taking punches that big. Like
Man.
Canelo's online sparring with heavyweights. Now I know Errol spars with bigger guys all the time, but these smaller gloves, no headgear, and you never fought at that, you're skipping a whole nother division. I just think people don't have a lot of respect for weight classes.
No, it's not
they
that,
got weight
Mark.
classes.
It's not that, Mark. It's one thing about great fighters, and I really think Earl can be a great fighter. When you look at Bernard Hopkins, he pretty much stayed around his walking around weight. You know what I'm saying? When he fought 168, 175, he even made 160 something.
He even lived a different lifestyle, though. Let's be clear.
That's cool too. And we don't know how Earl is after this accident. And I said great fighters. When you look at Floyd Mayweather, when he got to 147, the guy used to come in. He fought Canelo at 151. I'm saying he fought Conor McGregor at 151 when he was supposed to be at 155. So when you got your walk around weight and going from Anderson Silva to GSP, like when those guys can, like when you truly, to me in boxing, when you truly master your skill, your walk around weight is going to be your weight class, in my opinion. Like once you get those years under your belt, unless you just a big ass dude and you trying to suck down. But for the most part, when you look at heavyweights, when you look at welterweights, I'm saying like Sean Porter. Shit, Sean Porter's not blowing up like he used to. Like he had 160, 165 now. If you hit 10, 15 pounds within your walk around weight, I feel like you got a huge advantage than a guy who has to suck down 30 pounds or suck
You
down.
mean 10 to 15 pounds within the fight weight, what you walking around with. Like you only got to lose 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah.
But but what you don't, but Mayweather and Hopkins, they walked around literally at that. And once again, I can't express this enough. They lived a full, clean boxer's life. We can't say what's going to happen in the future. We just going to say what the track record has been up to now. Errol blows up in between fights. Errol face look like mine in between fights, man.
What about now?
Man, I
Mike,
mean, he training now.
You can't take one situation and think that's finna change all the years he been wrong. It don't work like that, man.
It don't.
That's
it
a big
does not.
fact.
It does not.
It don't
are
work
who
like
you are,
that,
man.
man. Yeah, like he
but sometimes
he been
that
the
wake-up
game
call,
8
though,
years.
bro.
He been in the game 8 years, and he been living wrong for 8 years, man.
But he
And
had
you
a
can't-
wake-up call.
But look, he self-admitted. Listen though, he self-admittedly said, "Hey, I didn't take the Sean Porter fight that seriously.
Nope.
I didn't take the Mikey Garcia fight that seriously. Just got in the car wreck. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't like he just got ran off the road. He was wilding.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes
And like I'm just saying that. Go
in
ahead.
order to achieve greatness, you have to be humble. And sometimes humbly it's gonna be a near death fucking experience like Earl had. Like to me, ever since Earl has came back from that accident, he seems more humble, he seems more hungry, and he seems like boxing has reinvigorated his spirit to be the best. And I think that's great for the division. Now let's see how long it lasts after he beats Eddie Garcia or after his next fight after that. Let's see, does he still have that kind of passion and have that kind of commitment?
See, the thing with Earl, I think like he's a lion in a cage, or a snake in a case. He's looking at what's been tossed to him, and it's food, and it's just, he's not jumping up in excitement for it. You know what I mean? Up until the first two title fights, whether it be Brook or Porter, it was really just all food. Your Quindos, these guys who were kind of just, people who would take the check to get the whooping. But like, I think if you go up either in weight class or if he gets the Bud competition, I think we're going to see different type of Spence. The one thing you can see throughout all his fights is a poise, a strength, and like an ability to adjust in not mid-fight, mid-round. So I think when he gets to where it's the money fights or he feels really competitive or wants to put it on somebody, I think if we see him in the Keith fight, I think there's some animosity there. I think he'll really show out. Same with Bud. So I think it's just a situation of like he'll be comfortable up to 154, and who knows with the Charlo brothers, they might move up themselves to make room for it. So who knows? They're in their 30s. It might be about that time. So.
Hey, Mike, I don't know the brother name at the bottom corner with the tank top on and the hat.
Austin GT.
Austin GT, you almost look like Chris Tucker or Dwayne Wade or something right there. I don't even know how that made sense because they look like two different people. But when the camera goes one way, you was Tucker. That way right there, you look like Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude is a shapeshifter.
Hey, look, but look, nigga right now. He ain't bullshit.
Hey, look, but he said something. He was like, what has Spence showed to make me think because the only person who beat Canelo, let's be clear, is Mayweather. That style, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna jab you, I'm gonna blind you with the stiff arm, then pop you again. Bruh, I don't see Spence move enough to give Canelo troubles. His style is kind of tailor-made for Canelo.
That's what my whole point was.
Like that coming forward, that pressure. Okay, keep pressure on Canelo. He gonna make you miss, he gonna make you pay.
And not only that, when Spence is getting attacked, he put up the high guard. Mm-hmm. He don't punch on when somebody is punching him. You know what I'm saying? He don't punch with that person. You know what I'm saying? He take turns. And a person like Canelo, you don't want to let him tee off on you like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to fucking fight even better than that because y'all just out here thinking Spence gonna get worked on.
You take
we just know how Spence fight.
Hold on, what you said there, my man? What's your name, brother?
Hey, turn your volume a little bit, because I'm straining myself to hear you.
Oh, my bad. I'll turn that full blast. But I said he got the muffs on because he's not scared of the smoke coming back. Like he doesn't think any shot, even if it cuts through the glove, is gonna do anything to me. So basically, he's just I'll pit pat with you because I know my shots are gonna wear you down quicker than yours do anything to me. So he's not afraid of any of the smoke. That's why I think a 154 fight is key to test the heat. That's why I suggested
Terrence Crawford is key to test the heat. That's what he need to do.
He needs to clean out the division. He hasn't been rattled.
You need to clean out the division, bro. And if you can't get Pacquiao, take the next best thing, which is the champ, man. You got it. And he an undefeated champ. And he asking for you, and you going to skip over that and skip a weight class to go fight Canelo? Nobody's even asking for that fight. You're not going to be the favorite in that fight, Spence.
This is a world of boxing.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed if he move up without fighting Bud, man.
Absolutely, me too.
And I'm gonna call it
I'd be disappointed.
And I'm gonna call it a duck, and it's a
you
duck.
got to.
Yeah, ain't no other way.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? We seen unification get made all over the board, you know what I'm saying, with different promoters and shit like that. So Alan and Bob go have to settle whatever animosity that they got with each other and start making these fights, man, because they still can make Javante and Lomachenko. If I'm Javante and I just see Tio beat Lomachenko, nigga, I'm better than Tio. You know what I'm saying? I'm better Bob.
Man,
Why would you fight him though? Why would you fight him, Mike? He ain't got nothing to offer. He just lost all the straps.
Yeah.
He got the name.
Man, he got 2 losses on that name.
I don't give a fuck how many losses he got.
I'm just saying, bro.
They done propped him up. They done propped him up, dog.
And T.O. knocked him off that pedestal. It's over.
He still got the pedestal. They're gonna still talk about, oh, he's a great fighter. He's this, he's that. His amateur record, his 3rd fight, he became champion. Hell, he wasn't supposed to be at 135. He supposed to be at 135.
Nah, bro.
Man, Lomachenko was the boogeyman in the
gold
tank.
medal at 132. Mike, we got to stop saying that. He won a gold medal at 132.
Yeah,
so we can't say he ain't used to that weight, bro.
Oh, nigga, what's closer, 130 or 135?
Huh?
What's closer to 132?
But I'm just saying, like you talking about a 3-pound difference. That's not that much. That's not that much, bro.
I mean, when you're fighting,
it's actually 132.9, I think, 60 kilograms, something like that.
Man, Tank can't beat him, bro. He would have been fought him. It's just that simple. Just that simple.
That's what I'm saying.
It's that simple, man. Come on.
What do y'all see Tank at on that little totem pole of Devin Haney and Teofimo and Ryan and
it ain't no totem pole. It's T.O. and everybody else right now. He the one got the biggest win. What they done?
Hold on. Let's be clear. He was given that position, man. Hold up. Man, I got to speak for Bill Haney right now.
No, you right. He was in that position.
That man dropped that belt.
But I can't count that, though. He didn't fight him. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? Make a believe fight?
No. But the road to undisputed goes through Devin Haney.
We didn't say that.
WBC. He got the most prestigious belt, bro.
We didn't say that. We said I'm just saying T.O. has done more.
But you said it's T.O. than everybody else.
Yeah, because he's done more. He's done more.
T.O. proved it though, man. He proved it.
Yeah, he proved it.
We constantly going off of Devin Haney from these sparring rumors and stuff, man. You got to show more than that, bro. You ain't beat nobody yet. Yeah, we seen them fight, but that's the eye test, though, bro. We just seen T.O. knock off a pound for pound, bro.
All I'm saying is,
Devin,
he can't make the guy. He can't put a gun to their head and make him get in the ring with him. He's his own promoter, so he can make any fight happen across any platform. Bill Haney has said that several times. These guys don't want the fight.
We understand what's going on outside the ring, but you can't take that into context on what's going on inside.
He has proven himself. He the WBC champ. What you talking about, bro? He's proven. Okay. He's certified. And I got the belt because you didn't want to fight me. You said I'd rather let the belt go than fight you. And true be told, Cameron Duncan, no black fighters.
True be told, Mark, I'm
passionate. Hey, look, I ain't mad. I'm just passionate.
No, it's all good.
It's entertainment, man. We're trying to entertain, bro. But go ahead.
Once Devin beat Gamboa, that's gonna be the best name on his resume.
Come on, man. You know Bud killed Gamboa, man.
I'm just saying, once Devin beat Gamboa, that's gonna be the best name on his resume.
Yeah, and we're not talking about, but we're talking about 135 right now.
Yeah, 135. So it is T.O.
Tank fighting at 130 though, right?
But it is T.O. But Tank can fight at 135.
I'm just saying.
135.
I'm just saying.
He missed weight for 135. So he's
saying, why is he fighting at? Why is he not fighting the 135ers? Why was he? Why he didn't want to fight Devin?
We don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Why he don't want to fight? Do the Loma fight? Loma Ben called him out.
So who's
let us play it out to the end of the year though.
Man, Tank don't want to fight nobody, man.
Ryan Garcia beats Luke Campbell, and Devin Haney beats Gamboa. In my mind, the second biggest win of all the 135ers would be Ryan Garcia's defeated Luke Campbell.
I would agree. That's a fact.
Fact.
I agree. I got a lot of respect for the Haney, the whole Haney crew, but I was at that Tank fight with Gamboa, and no, man, like he was doing good, but like when even at the weigh-in, just walking in and after the fight, just seeing him since then, I'm like, man, the guy's coming off a knockout loss, and his next fight is Devin Haney, bruh. Like this gotta be this a money fight. It wasn't, and I think he's gonna retire after this.
It wasn't no sleep knockout. The nigga just didn't.
He already dropped him a couple times though.
He didn't want to get back up though.
Hey man, it's hard to sleep somebody, man. You gotta understand, it's hard to sleep somebody.
Yeah,
Teofimo had the heart to do what Tank couldn't do, man.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. He had the heart to do it in 14 fights.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's the point we trying to make, man. Like they talking about, Tank. Oh, he on his time. Like, when you trying to fight him? When you 30 or something? Like,
let me ask you this: if Teofimo doesn't fight Haney for the real undisputed, because he's disputed right now, if he doesn't fight Haney for the WBC, is that a duck? When he goes up, if he said, "Nah, I don't want to fight no more at 135, I'm going up to 140," is that a duck?
No,
Nah, he calling
No,
the shots.
not a
He
duck.
calling the shots.
Because I
But
think
you
ESPN will throw that
disrespect the
bread.
man in your
but
post-press
it'll be
conference,
that
you call-
DAZN stuff that'll stop it. You feel me?
not even that, man. Not even
nah.
that. I honestly think it's too early. It's too early for them niggas to fight. That's a fight down, nigga. 2 years from now, that's a fucking mega.
Nah, I don't agree with that, Mike.
Look, it's one belt left.
Bro,
You
they
got
22
these-
years old.
That's the problem with boxing, man. Too many people want to prolong fights,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Bro, they
It was
have
too-
the belts. That means you gotta
I'm
be
glad
Wait for
they
Danny,
ain't
but fight Loma?
Huh?
Like, wait for fight Devin Haney, but I'm gonna fight
Bruh,
Lomachenko.
I'm
You just beat Lomachenko. You should.
Devin gonna be there.
What you mean? I'm gonna wait
Devin
till
gonna be
later
there.
to fight Haney.
Devin gonna be there. Them boys gonna fight at 140. I'm telling you.
You sound like
You
you trying
right.
to protect him, bro.
You right. He gonna be there, but he
You,
need
Mike,
to
you
fight.
sound
He
like you
got
protecting him.
like he said, he got a belt. You got to fight him, man. He got a belt. Like he said, I
Man,
can't
people looking at Devin like, nigga, I got the real belt.
but you can't
I got the-
disrespect the
No,
belt.
he
though.
don't. He don't have the real.
Nigga,
belt.
but I should say franchise. What you want to say?
No, I thought you said
franchise.
Tio. I thought you said Tio.
I say franchise. What you want to say?
And who
WBC,
did
the
Devin
real
Haney
belt.
beat?
Fuck out of here. My shit green too.
That's some bullshit, man.
He beat Zab.
You beat
He
him.
beat
They
that Russian
calling
guy.
me undisputed. They calling me. I ain't calling myself that. They calling me undisputed.
And they retracted that statement in
What I need to
they
fight
fixed
for?
that. They fixed that on ESPN.
All right, but I think Teofimo and Devin should really fight at 140. I don't think 135 is a little bit too early.
They can fight. They can fight at 135 and 140. Man.
I'm glad Bob came out and mentioned Ryan Garcia instead of mentioning Devin Haney.
You want them to start over at another weight class and become champions again, and possibly.
Them boys gonna be around for a minute.
But Mike, listen what you're saying though. You want them to go to another weight class and become champion again, and then fight. When Mike, hold on, Mike, they can fight this spring right now,
man. They ain't
or this summer. They can fight one more time, bro.
It's not gonna do what it could do, though. It's not gonna do what it could do. Devin has a lot more time to grow. T.O. has a lot more time to grow and get more accolades. Like, they want to really push those guys to be mainstream people. So,
Mike, that's the problem, and then they get big. Then they get big, and then they don't want to make the fight. That's the problem, man. They get big and don't want to make the fight.
Trust me, they're gonna make the fight.
Loma is obviously T.O.'s biggest win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on the panel agree with that? Chat?
Yeah.
Everybody agree with that? Smash the like. You watching right now? Smash the like. You stealing the entertainment, man. Smash the like button.
It's not his most impressive win, but it's
his biggest win. Now we both agree if Devin, even though Gamboa is shot, in my opinion, he only
used
got,
and abused.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Gamboa is dead, man.
He had
would this be his biggest name? But would this be his biggest name on his resume?
Yeah.
So okay, so we all agree both guys are coming off their biggest win, with their biggest name. Why not fight next year? Even this time next year.
I agree.
They give both guys time to heal, time to promote the fight and build the fight.
I agree.
Then you can go
think
to
it's a perfect time.
Because they both are really tired of making 135. Fight one more time for undisputed, and that's gonna end all the sparring rumors. Man, this shit is already going on.
I think 140, man. 140 is the weight that they're gonna meet at. I'm just telling you.
Why can't they just keep it G, fight at 135? Okay, decide that, and then I'm gonna see you at 140 later, and I'm gonna chase you up there.
Exactly. They can fight multiple times.
You ain't got to fight once. What Pacquiao Marquez did, man. They fought at every weight class you can think of.
Y'all can hate me, man, but when these promotional companies got their main horse, we seen it with Crawford and Spence.
Who do you think will win at 135 if they was to fight, Mike? Who you got? T.O.
I got Devin Haney.
Who y'all got, panel?
I got Haney because I think T.O. struggled with length.
Exactly, man.
Who said that? Who said that?
Word out my fucking mouth, man.
Who said that?
You took the word out of my mouth, man. If he doing all that reaching, all that little body shot reaching he was doing against Loma, man, Devin gonna counter the shot that boy.
He struggled with length. Now I don't know. I'm thinking I don't know how he gonna do it
on the inside. I don't know.
I think T.O. got Devin, but I think Gervonta got T.O. But I also think Devin got Gervonta too.
Damn, he did a weird ass train.
Say that again.
Yeah, say that again, man. Say that again.
I think the power will get to Devin. So I think I would pick T.O. to beat Devin. I pick Devin to beat Deontay. I pick
Javante.
but I pick Gervonta to beat in a firefight power battle to
It'd
beat
be wild.
T.O.
Bad motherfucker. I mean, bad boy. I got Wilder, boy. Shit.
So
Hit him up. But man, I really don't know how much I believe in Javante Davis. You know what I'm saying? I really like him.
I don't believe in him at all.
He impressed me when he fought Pedraza. Like, that's one of the best wins I've seen a dude have. You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, it's just been like, I don't know if it's the opponent selection. I just haven't been getting what I've been expecting from Javante Davis. You know what I'm saying? Even though he knocked out Hugo Ruiz, but he's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when he fought Gamboa, like Mark said, like, I was expecting him to really get a devastating knockout, but Gamboa wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Then he missed weight at 135, and then he had all the stuff that happened outside of the ring that kind of had me like, man, why are you doing that for? But at the end of the day, man, I really think Javante is probably third or fourth on my list. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Devin, T.O., Ryan. I know y'all gonna say Ryan, and then fucking Javante. Like, if I'm being honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
I think Ryan will sit at 135 for much longer. I think T.O. and Devin are at 140.
All them kids gonna move up. I'm telling you, everybody probably besides Javante. I don't think Javante gonna go anywhere, but everybody else, they're gonna move up to 140.
Yeah, they said Devin got 2 more fights at 135.
2 more fights. Then he ain't struggling to make weight. Then if he got 2 more fights,
now I don't know if it's 2 more fights after Gamboa or it's Gamboa and then one other.
Nah, it's Gamboa and somebody else. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Gamboa.
But they said,
summertime,
they said they might stick around
140.
if T.O. don't fight. They might stick around at 135 just to
Man,
get them belts.
T.O. gone, bro. T.O. gone. You can tell.
So why pop off and disrespect Devin? Like, you could have just ignored the question and just said no comment. This is about me and my win tonight.
But
why call him name?
Because
I'm just
and
not fight him.
I'm just assuming.
Not fight the guy.
I'm just assuming he gone. He might try to stick it out and go down one more time.
It's not even about that, bro. Y'all know the history of them boys. They take shots.
Yeah, they've been woofing at each other for a while now.
But when I saw him face to face, he won't woofing at Devin face to face. That's on YouTube. Pull that clip up.
But on my biggest win, you think I ain't gonna say something about that WBC strap? You know what I'm saying? On my biggest win, a dude that I've been going back in the media with. You think I ain't gonna say nothing about my biggest win? I'm gonna pour a little salt into it.
Yeah, he said something about everybody though. He said Javante sad. He over fighting Leo or Cherry. He called Javante a cherry picker. He was like, "You fighting."
The only thing he's not bad about is like
he kept it a bean.
He might not have been lying about
kept it a bean.
Tank being a cherry picker.
Let him talking shit. They've been calling him Gordo for like, you know.
Motherfuckers hate Tank, man. It's the Mayweather curse now, I guess.
No, it's just disappointment with his level of competition.
Yeah, a lot.
I agree. His competition has been disappointing.
Leonard making them fights.
Bro, this is not a Mayweather blueprint, bro. If you go at Mayweather and see who he fought at 130 and 135, bro, you be like, it's not the same.
Yeah, he fought killers, man. He fought a murderer's row for real.
He started tripping when he got to 147. That's when
you heard what T.O. said. He said everybody want to be like Mayweather, but nobody want to go through Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was the man, Pretty Boy Floyd. He fought killers.
Yeah.
Well, go fight Devin for that undisputed.
Like,
some people
right now, Gervonta's best fights might be a Broner fight or a Prograis fight at 140, and that's going to be the pinnacle of his career. You know what I'm saying? There's no more divisions after that or more bigger fights.
Says Javante.
Man, y'all better leave regions alone. I'm telling y'all better let the regions move.
Hold on. What you say, my man? You say who's gonna fight who?
I'm saying if we just map out Gervonta's best case scenario, right?
Okay.
We know how Mayweather's building him out. Say we keep him at 135 for a little bit longer. They finally move him up to 140. He gets 2 or 3 cupcakes. We're building towards maybe a Prograis or a Broner. That's his big pay-per-view. That's what
he ain't
his
big enough for 140. I'm just being
it don't matter, man.
Yeah, he better stay away from Prograis.
You can cherry pick a 140. That's
you gotta stay away from the Potter nigga Prograis. Josh Taylor.
His arms too little, man. He's too small.
Cans at 40, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to think. Gervonta's best case scenario, how this plays out for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Along the PBC route.
It's gonna be intriguing to see how that shit play out because Gervonta, they really building him up as being this next super mega kind of star. Like every time that they speak about Gervonta, either whether it's Showtime, whether it's Leonard, whether it's motherfucking the little promos, if they just make it seem like Gervonta is poised to be that next great boxing star. So that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of pressure to carry. So maybe that has a effect on him against Gamboa. But I like Gervonta. I ain't gonna say I don't like him. I just like looking at the landscape. Teofimo a bad boy. Devin a bad boy. We gonna see how bad of a boy Ryan is in that Luke Kimmer fight. I really
Hey, hold on, wait. How you say Devin a bad boy? They say, wait, we gotta see Ryan first.
No. Devin a bad boy. I've seen enough.
So we going off the eye test. So I'm gonna say Ryan a bad boy after eye test did too.
My eye ain't that bad, man. I'm telling you, my eye ain't that bad when it comes to this boxing shit. I said
Mike believing in them sparring rooms.
Who you pick, Trey?
Who?
Who you pick, nigga?
Who I pick with who?
What you mean? Who I pick with who? The last fight we just had. Who you pick?
Oh, so I can't be wrong? Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm comparing my eye to your eye right now. Who you pick?
I pick Loma, but you want to bring up other fights I pick?
And based off 2 rounds with fucking Comey, my eye told me Teofimo was going to win.
No, your eye told you he was going to. Hey, hold on. Some of y'all eyes said he was going to knock Loma ass out. That didn't happen. He wasn't close to it.
I bet on the win and I bet on the knockout. I just bet on the knockout just because of the odds. I would have got $72 off of 10.
Man,
you said on the old show, Richard Comey would have knocked Loma out. That's what you said on your old show. I remember. And I said you crazy. And I said you was crazy.
I had some good ganja or something, man. Who knows, bro? But I know I said Teofimo all week, and you said Loma on points.
Yeah.
The show got me just pointing up real quick. Now you got damn 10 piece on somebody's card.
Leaving them sparring rumors, huh, Mike?
Bro, the sparring rumors, man. They say he put paws on Gervonta back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
made him quit. That's what they say. They made him quit.
Yeah, and Gervonta walked out the ring and shit. He just walked on out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He got the talent. He got the talent, man. But we just got to see it. You know, that's all it is. He got the talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I definitely think he's talented.
At 16 down in Mexico, how many 16-year-olds y'all know that folk is gonna go start down in Mexico? Come on, man. That's like he dedicated to this shit. He wants this shit. He really wants this shit. I'm telling you, man. I think Devin Haney and Teofimo, that's a fight for the future, not for a fight for right now. Devin and Ryan fight for right now. Teofimo and Gervonta fight for right now. But for the future, you gotta let that Teofimo and Devin marinate. Them boys gonna be big stars. They're gonna be big stars. They're gonna be.
Nah, Mike, we can't let that marinate, bro.
Yeah, I ain't with you on that one, bro. Nah, that's the problem with boxing. Too much marinating going on.
It's not marinating, though. Right. It's like, so even if you project out Devin how he should do it, if he faces Gamboa, say then the next step up is like a Linares or, you know, somebody on that level.
Maybe a guy named Fortuna.
To where he should
Fortuna would be a good step up.
Say that again, Mike?
Fortuna would be a good step up.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't fight him in the next 5 fights, and that's not ducking. That's just smart. He's 2? You know what I'm saying? Teo's 23. They shouldn't fight until they're at least 26, 27, 28. It's not like it's like a Ryan where they might not.
But they call him for the fight now.
Class for long.
It's not like they saying that. You speaking for them. His father and him are calling them out now.
They call him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the fighters want to fight, then let them fight, man.
Talking about like they should, like, man, you sound like a top ranked.
Anybody can pop shit on IG. You know this, Mark. Anybody can pop shit on IG.
Hold up, man. You say that like all I do is pop shit on it.
No,
I'm joking.
Come on, man.
Comedy style. Let's keep rolling.
This ain't comedy hour now. But anyway,
I'm anybody can pop shit on IG. So the biggest fight we didn't had is Mayweather McGregor. They didn't first talked about that from when the fight happened, maybe 2-3 years, just like on TMZ, whatever. You gotta build stuff, man. They just throwing it in the universe. It's gonna happen. They just gotta build it. Then they gotta get us talking about it. Then it's gonna get some articles, and then that's the years. That's some years.
This shit gotta seep out to the casual people, man. It gotta seep out. They gotta see Teofimo doing backflips in the ring. They gotta see Devin, showing off his house, showing off his ride. Like, damn, he's 23 years old, and he got all that. Like, they gotta start seeing this shit. Like, the casual, the people who are gonna buy the paper, not us. The people who watch boxing and win does a big fight once, twice, maybe 3 times a year. There are the people that they are trying to get to. And right now, I don't think Teofimo, maybe he has with his win this past weekend, but Devin, I don't know, fighting on the zone, how many motherfuckers that got the zone off rip? Not a lot of people that I know really, like, oh, bro, you see what happened on the zone? No, I did not, dog. I ain't seen shit about the zone, you feel me? So, go ahead.
I was just going to keep it a bean, man. They got me. The zone got me for the Jacobs Canelo. I bought the 1 year, you know what I'm saying? And it was due to it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get an Andrade fight worth a damn in my first year that I was there. And I chucked the deuce, man. You're going to throw me Jacobs versus Chavez. Come on, man. You should be ashamed.
Yeah, man. The zone, like, it's just not popping off like I kind of hoped it would pop off, but it's just not, you know what I'm saying, based off that. It's just Mike on Sports, you got a super chat to read. I do. My bad. I ain't see y'all said super chat. Ain't nobody talking about Shakur. Oh man, my bad, man. I am sorry, Rabisky. That boy Shakur, yeah, he the one. He the one. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He the one, man.
Yeah, see how y'all feel about Devin. That's how I feel about Shakur, man. That's my guy right there.
I like Shakur more than Devin.
I forgot about.
I'm gonna be real with you. I like Shakur more than Devin. But yeah, Shakur, man, he's special, man. Like he in the category by himself right now. Like I don't think anybody at 130 want anything to do with that young man from any champion. Any champion.
Yeah, you're a bad boy, man. You're a bad boy.
I don't want anything to fucking do with him. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, yeah, I was talking about Shakur. I was saying, man, he a bad boy. I left him out because the weight class is a little bit different, but you know what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I left him out.
Tank versus Shakur, man. That's the fight to be made.
I mean, Shakur about 5'10". I mean, about 5'10". I mean, he maybe can get to 147 if he start eating, because he's still relatively young too. You know what I'm saying? He started at 126, and when you see how big he was at 126, he was big as shit. So at 130, probably gonna be pretty big too. So 135, 130, that ain't many pounds, you know what I'm saying, to lose to make a weight. But I think Shakur, man, I think he played it probably like the smartest, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead and lose as much weight as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Get down to 126 and let those guys up there and just build my rep up, you know what I'm saying? Be a champion at 126, 130, 135, 140. If you make it to 147, that's a 5-division champ. That's Adrian Brony type shit, you know what I'm saying? Even though people laugh at AB now, shit, AB was a 5-division champ. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Hey, Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I like Shakur over everybody. And I think Shakur needs to get that Lomachenko scalp too. I think Top Rank should eventually make Shakur Stevenson versus Lomachenko for a belt after Shakur fights the winner of Valdez and Burchell.
Yeah, I love that fight. I thought that Shakur was gonna get to Loma first before this Tio fight happened.
Me too.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind seeing that though, for sure. He's starting to grow into his man strength now. You know what I'm saying? He got the skills already. And now, he got that power now. So I definitely like to see him and Loma, shake it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good man. Boxing got some good matchups, some good potential matchups that can happen from 118 with my nigga Nue to 126 with Navarrete. Maybe he can face Josh Warrington. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank and BT Sports work pretty good together, and MTK Global work pretty good together. So it's a lot of good matchups out there that can be made from all these divisions. I just hope that they don't drag their feet and try to make every fight a big time fight. Because every fight can't be a big fight. Every fight just got to be a solid fight for the boxing fans. And sometimes the boxing guys would bless us like Baranchik and Zapata did. That was a fucking amazing, entertaining fight for fucking 5 rounds. I mean, good God Almighty! You talking about a guy over here doing a live fight chat going crazy? Oh my God! I'm like, what is going on, bro? They just dropping each other like it's nothing. I love that fight, man.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Has Bud Crawford and Spence marinated enough?
Man, yeah, it's time for it to happen. It's time for it to happen. Even if they can't get Manny Pacquiao. We all know Manny, you know what I'm saying, is on his Bon Voyage tour, probably going to fight Mikey Garcia, then fight Conor McGregor in the summer. You know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be his route, and then he probably going to just drop the belt and retire. That's what I would do. I give Mikey Garcia, then I give Conor a chance to win a real legitimate belt. You know what I'm saying? Because when he fought Mayweather, he didn't really a win belt. So give him a shot at that. And I don't know if Conor can make 147 though. Honestly, Conor he got big as fuck now. So making 147 might not be the best thing for Conor McGregor. So, but yeah, I expect Manny to fight Mikey Garcia, Conor McGregor, and call it a day. I just think Errol Spence and he may fight the winner of Errol and Terrence if we're lucky. If we're lucky, he may say you guys fight each other. I'm the old veteran and y'all want my scalp. Y'all gotta fight each other in order for me to fight y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
and the winner be undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think whoever wins that, they can put up a campaign to tell Manny, hey, drop the belt or either fight me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not either one of those guys' personalities. That's something we as fans will have to do.
All right, man. Anybody else y'all want to touch on, man, before we get up out of here, man? Mark, let everybody.
Hey, yeah, Mike, I wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
To bring it all the way back to Canelo and Earl, I wanted to ask you, what do you think the difference would be between Mikey moving up to fight Earl and Earl moving up to fight Canelo? Don't you look at it as both of it being like a money grab at the end?
Nah, it can't be a money grab with Earl, man. I think Earl got a better chance of winning.
No, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he going up there. Don't think he able to win. I just think that the weight jump is so extreme.
Earl is 5'10". Let me look and see how tall.
No, I think Earl 5'9".
I mean, they got him listed at 5'10". I'm just going what they said. Canelo Alvarez. Let me see how tall Canelo is. Canelo is 5'9". So they relatively like the same height. So it's not like when Mikey moving up, Mikey is a dwarf compared to, I don't call him dwarf, but compared to Earl, a lot of height.
I ain't even saying so much as far as the height though, man. It's the weight. Canelo is a big dude, man. He's stocky.
Earl a big dude.
Earl ain't that big, man. He big, but he ain't Canelo size.
Earl out there playing with his homeboy, they were about 300 pounds doing body shots with him. You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, he's outside in the street. He's
taking every shot from that big ass nigga.
Man, he ain't Canelo though. You know that, Mike.
Not Canelo. I'm just saying, but he made a 300 pound. He said, "Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good, bro. Stop, Earl. Stop. I'm good."
Man, that was a 300-pound fat nigga, man. That wasn't Canelo. That wasn't Canelo off that Mexican beef, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, it wasn't, man. Look, at the end of the day, I think Earl had a legitimate chance of beating Canelo. At the end of the day, I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but when it happens, y'all gonna see how it plays out, man. That's my take on it. I really think it's not per se a money grab. It's a smart move by Earl, but I also think that it needs to be a calculated move by Earl, not just go up to 160 right away. Damn, like Canelo. No, at least have one fight. At least have one fight at 160 and get your body acclimated to that light. You know what I'm saying? Being on your 160-pound frame and used to going up 100 punches, 400 punches, you know what I'm saying, in total for the whole fight. I want you to have that experience going in before you fight Canelo. Going in at 150 right away fight Canelo was not the best option for you. I would recommend maybe Derenchenko. first fight. Derevchenko fought first fight at 160. You know what I'm saying? He just got beat up. Let him get beat up some more by somebody else. Then you call him out. You know what I'm saying? Then you fight him and see how you do with Derevchenko. And if you do good, then shit, you ready for Canelo. If you kind of struggle
Hey,
with,
Mike,
go ahead.
what you think that Bud should do if he do move up and fight Canelo? What you think Bud should do?
Can't do nothing, man. All thing you gotta do is call out Keith Thurman. Yeah, that's the next.
Because in my opinion, I think he should stay at welterweight and try to clean it out. And then, maybe he can go up and try to take them belts off Charlo for a super fight.
I don't think Bud big enough, man. I love me some Bud. I just don't think he's big enough.
I don't know, man. He got the skills though. We seen Charlo struggle with Tony Harris in boxing.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But Tony 6'1".
Yeah, but Bud got long arms though, man.
Say that again, Simon.
Bud got to go after Teixeira, and then try to get the Charlo match. Say I got the last belt or something.
For sure.
I think Charlo would have that belt off Teixeira before Bud.
Honestly, I think Castano gonna beat Teixeira. The dude that fought Lara to a draw. I think
I got no respect
go over there and beat Teixeira and bring that belt back because he the mandatory.
I think Teixeira got a chance against Castano. But
I mean, Teixeira a tough motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. He showed me in that Diamond fight that he can take some hits. He don't give a fuck about blocking, but so he can take some hits. So he a tough dude. He a tough dude, man. That motherfucker is tough. Cause boy, if Adames had a tank, he maybe would have won. But Teixeira just outlasted that boy, man. That was a good fight too. I love boxing, man. You can just reflect and look back like, damn, that was a good ass fight, man. That was a good ass fight, bro. So big ups to Carlos Adames. I ain't seen him since. I don't know what he ain't fought in the bubble not one time. Bring Carlos back. He Puerto Rico, ain't he? And he he Dominican Republic. He one of them, you know what I'm saying? So they should be good to travel to the US. So bring Carlos back, man. And Patrick, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when is that fight supposed to happen. I don't know if we got a date for it. I know he's a mandatory, but I don't know if we got an actual date, guys. Golden Boy. And Golden Boy, if Canelo ain't moving, but Golden Boy ain't putting nothing out.
Yeah, Golden Boy struggling, boy.
But they ain't putting nothing out the whole time, have they? Have Virgil fought the pandemic happened?
No.
They ain't put out not one. Even Frank Warren putting out fights.
You seen that on Twitter? Virgil called out Keith Thurman, Mike.
Oh, we got it right here. Hold on. I'm glad you said something because I sure forgot about that shit, man.
Yeah,
got it right here. Cancel that shit. I don't need to open that. Oh yeah, he called out Keith. Virgil done said about Keith, man. Why Virgil always fuck with this old man? Virgil said, let me take my super chat out, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it, Rabisky, my guy. Virgil said, I want Keith in 2021. Y'all think it's too soon for that young man? He ain't look too good against what's this guy he just fought? The guy that fought Amir Khan, Samuel Vargas. Yeah, even though he got the stoppage, it wasn't a very clean stoppage, man. Samuel could have went on some more, like the referee just hopped in. But Virgil was loading up. Like Virgil was literally loading up about 2 minutes straight on Samuel Vargas. So I don't know if he's quite ready for Keith Thurman, but because Keith Thurman, like what I've seen past couple of days, past month, like he look like he's really dedicating himself back to the sport. And I don't know if Virgil is quite ready to take on the likes of a Keith Thurman right now.
I don't know, man. If he say he ready, why not? Let's see it. Josecito Lopez almost had Thurman out of there, so why not? Let's see it.
Yeah,
let's throw the young bull in there.
That's Thurman of an injury, and I don't know how motivated he was back then. Now he ain't got no belt.
No, man.
When you ain't got no belts, man, that shit right there might do something to you. Might add a fuel to the fire. That's all I'm saying. Like
I don't know, man. Thurman brittle, man. That boy brittle. He can fight, but he brittle, man.
Yeah, he brittle, man. But shit, he get in there. He get in there, and like he don't quit either. Like,
Oh yeah, he'll fight. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. Thurman can fight. You know what I mean? Unified and all that, but man, he wolfing that Spence, man. He really don't want some problems, man. He ran all around the town away from that boy.
When his O is gone now. He just came off a big payday with Manny Pacquiao. If he really out here talking about he won $10 million or something like that, like he's not gonna get that fighting Ortiz Jr. No disrespect to the young man, but nobody's gonna give Keith that kind of money to fight this competition. Like it has to be a bigger name. It would have to be a Bud Crawford, Errol Spence. Like at this
He
point,
outpriced himself with Bud though too.
That's relative. I guess some would say that. If you feel that way, I can understand that. I feel that way too. Some don't agree. Some say, hey, man, it's just hard to come back down to those kind of numbers after fighting Manny Pacquiao and getting the biggest payday of most boxers' life or most people's life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A fight like that kind of can create generational wealth, man. You can get a lot of things started. You can change a lot of people's lives with those kind of numbers that he did with Manny Pacquiao.
Hell yeah.
So I don't think he's going to go backwards and fight Ortiz Jr. unless Ortiz.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that'll happen though. Nah, he ain't gonna take.
I mean,
he ain't gonna take
I might
that.
be a Keith Thurman stand, but I mean, he was the dude before Earl. You know what I mean? If
absolutely,
if Tio is Earl now, he was the Lomachenko before. I think what he's doing is just maintaining position. You know, he knows he's got T-5 fights in this game, and he knows he's on the way he's on the map for Earl. He's a piece to keeping Bud away from Earl. So why take 2-3 fights fighting the Josecito level for guys? You might take an L, you might take a bad decision or whatever it is when you know you're next for Earl. The pandemic and the car accident slowed it up, but he's next for him to. That's how Earl hits the Three Amigos of PBC. And they crowned their first true welterweight champ of like the PBC lane. So, you know, he's part of the puzzle, and he's just playing his position. He knows he's next up.
Do you think that fight needs fans more than the fight with him and Bud needs fans, or is 50-50? Like, because we say y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. My bad, Mark. They'll put it in a spot where they can get fans. They'll find Texas or somewhere, you know, to do it. But it is a fight that I believe is in-house and level enough that you don't need to. If it's got to be on par with the Tio Lomachenko level fight, that, you know, put it on Fox and, you know, kill it in the ratings. And then you give Keith something to sell, you know, to negotiate moving forward. Like, hey, I need at least this check. I done did this in my last 4 or 5 fights. I need this, you know, it gives him a marker. So, you know, I don't think Keith is ducking. I think he's just, you know, what he's going to do, enjoy his honeymoon and chill until he gets the Earl fight. He knows he's next up for the
I don't think Earl's going to go backwards to not pay-per-view right now. Especially if this fight does well in the pandemic, he's going to say, I'm going to fight Thurman in the pandemic too.
Depending on
go back to Fox unless
depending on the opponent.
Yeah, I agree with Mark.
The Garcia fight's pay-per-view?
Yep.
Okay. No, I mean, but to me, if you put Porter on pay-per-view, if you put a 2-loss Danny Garcia on pay-per-view, Keith Thurman with the 1-0 to Manny Pacquiao, to me, that's a way bigger fight than those two fights.
Yeah.
So.
And the Bud Crawford would be pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, of course. At this point, Earl doesn't get off pay-per-view. That's why he's got to do the Bud and then move up thing, because he's.
I'm sorry, I thought you just said they will do the Thurman and Spence should do the Loma model and put it on Fox like free TV.
You could, but that to me, that's the biggest money generating fight at 147, even more than Bud. Even though for us hardcores, I think the Thurman mouth and we'll get Earl salty early, and he'll get on his bully Sean Porter time Earl that he was on, and I think that'll draw money. I think with Bud and Earl, I don't think that back and forth banner sells as well. You know, it's not. You don't have a clear shit talker. It's just going to be, you know, muddy.
Absolutely. Hey man, I gotta go ahead and get up out of here, man. Y'all nigga, I wouldn't hit that. But yeah, everybody, you got something. Everybody know where they can follow you at. If you got a YouTube channel, go ahead and shout it out. And I do your thing. Starting with Austin. Nigga, shout out to IG or something, dog.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate you for having me on. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Mike. You know what I mean? Been rocking with you for a while. salute to, you know what I mean, Mark, Simon, you know what I'm saying? But my IG is the blessed one. And that's pretty much it. I ain't got YouTube or nothing like that. I just sit back and watch what y'all be doing and everything. You know what I'm saying? But salute. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Appreciate it, homie.
I don't have nothing to pitch. I'm going to say it's Mike on Sports. I appreciate the grind from the dirt. Everyone hit that like and thumbs up. Subscribe, get them notifications when it's about to go off. Mike's doing something from the perspective that ain't out there, so get on with your mans.
Appreciate it, homie. Mark Nash.
Yeah.
The
What's
creator.
poppin',
The creator. That
my man, my brother.
made a
Thank
track.
you.
What up, baby?
Man, thank you again, Mike. My bad, man. I was joking a little too much early, man. I may
Oh,
get
no,
lit. My
man.
bad,
Yeah,
bro.
my nigga, I don't take nothing personal. You know that.
Hey, man, I just want to tell everybody thank you again for listening to this episode. If you're listening to this episode and you made it this far, you are an MVP. Smash that like button. If you listen to this long, I already know you smashed the like button. My name is Mark Nash, artist, producer, engineer, songwriter. I roll with the apes. You already know how we doing it. You can follow me at Mark Nash on all platforms. That's Spotify. I do music, but I also am a official YouTuber, I guess now, Mike. So I drop videos Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. And the show is called Breaking the Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, arts, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else I feel like squeezing into those letters. So thank you again for having me on, and it's been a pleasure and an honor as always, Mike.
I like the name, man. Breaking the Beats, man. Y'all go over there and support Mark Nash on his YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button for him too. Man, y'all already know how I get down, man. Catch me tomorrow, man, with another boxing show. We're gonna preview the fights this weekend, and we're gonna get to it, man. Like I always say, smash that thumbs up button. Big ups to everybody out in the chat. I appreciate you guys rocking out with me. Thank Mark Nash. Thank Simon in Seattle. Thank Austin GT. Thank Trey Miller. Thank everybody, Smart Money. I thank everybody who got on the show, man. Y'all the real MVP. Until next time, yo, Mike, drop that beat on. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss, this is Mike on Sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list, over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Ross, the boss, Mike on Sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Ross, the boss, Mike on Sports. He call it how he see it, either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater, click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on.